Olympian race Imboden just had a really exciting day in a very, very strong men's foil event. In the final, well, in the four, we began to see some cramping from you. Walk us through it.
No, I've never been a big cramper. It took me by surprise. I've had like a couple times I've had my forearm cramp a little bit. I just kind of massage it and it goes away. For some reason here today, I was fencing Jeffrey in top 4, and I just had the first time I had like a full-on couldn't bend my leg cramp, and it was like it spread. It must be something in my diet. I don't know what it is. Something I ate, or I don't know what's going on, but everything cramped. Like I had my forearm cramp, I had my hand cramp up, I had my calves cramp up, and then both my legs locked out. I really thought when I was fencing the final that I was gonna have to pull out on the second one. I really hate the idea of pulling out for a cramp. I hate it. I hated when kids did it when we were little, because it's like, my whole thing is like, even with a cramp, you can try to stand there and just like take it. So I tried to stand there, I did my best, and we ran out of time. And at least for me, it shows that couldn't get 15, so I didn't win the final, but it happens. I couldn't move, what can I do? And I put up a show. I tried to do what I could do for everybody and come out here and fence, so I'm happy with that.
We saw your ability to just stand there against Tourette and still pull out the win.
Yeah.
Demonstrating, of course, your experience and your strength as a fencer. He's not there yet. Of course, Nick took a different approach.
Yeah.
How does it impact your confidence when you know that you're still that level ahead of these guys where you can beat them with your hand?
I mean, it's an age thing, man. Like I one of my first World Cups, I fenced Zoo, who was 4th at the Olympic Games, world championship medalist, and he was fencing me and rolled his ankle really, really bad, and I think the score was pretty close, and he stood there and beat me. So at a World Cup. So I think for these guys, it's good to have that kind of importance to know that like they have gaps to build. And so it's like when we don't show up to these, sometimes they take victories or they come top 8 or something like that, and it's like, I don't really think that all these guys are ready for that. And I think it's like, when you go from Y14 to cadet, it's a jump, and you get your ass handed to you for a little while. Then you go cadet to junior, and you beat these guys now that are 19 instead of being kids. And now they're stronger and faster, and you have to deal with that and make adjustments and grow. And you go to seniors, and it's a big growth, and then your first daying, and then your pools, and then your first EEing, and it's a whole new game. So I just think for these guys, it's not necessarily about me. I know my game's good. I have my world ranking, I have my experience, I have my results. So let's say to come out here and fence these guys, it's not necessarily, for me this was warm up. Just an idea of getting on guard and in a competition scenario, and just being like, okay, here it is again, feeling like what it means to be competitive when you've been out of it for so long, when we take a big holiday or something like that. So I can go to Paris and be like on right away. To fence these guys and know it feels good, obviously, but it's good for them. It's good for them to know that they have to fight and they have to grow, and that their hands aren't fast enough, and they have to get stronger, and then that's part of their game too.
You've added a lot of size over the last couple of years. Your fitness regimen, obviously, super challenging right now. How much do you think your size is a factor in the cramping?
No, I don't think it is. Like I said, I've never cramped before. I haven't changed weight really in like about a year now. I've been pretty steady. I work out all the time. I go on runs. I fence a lot. I just think, honestly, I really just think it was a diet thing. I think I flew really early in the morning to get here. I got back from like my trip, got home, trained for 2 days, got on the plane, and I think I just probably missed some nutrition, because cramping is just nutrition, really, at the end of the day. So I didn't have what my body needed to perform, and I paid for it. Also, we started super late today. So I woke up and had breakfast, and I came here, and I didn't really have lunch. I kind of like was in the venue doing stuff, tried to grab some food, tried to fence a little bit, and it was like, I think I just miscalculated.
All right, well, closing out here, race. This, obviously, having a handicap in the bout tests you in some different ways.
Yeah.
What'd you learn from it?
No, it was good. I mean, for me, it was just fun to have like some mental practice. It's like chess. When it comes down to that, it's like one dude, you know what I can do. I can move my hand around in different ways and try to do certain things, and that's about it. So, I mean, my attacks really didn't work all day. At the end, I put them on just because out of pure frustration. I think I just let a couple go, but my attacks sucked, and I don't know. It was just fun. I think you can always beat people in many different ways. That's why I don't like pulling out, because it's like at least I can stand there and try some things, and I did. I mean, I put on 11 points, so
If you were Nick Itkin, would you have fenced you differently in those closing touches?
No, I was super pissed at the end because I was like, come on, like just come on, like let's do this thing, because I want to fence, you know. That's why I was so eager. I mean, it was sucked getting rolled out, and I was just so eager to get in there and duel with it, and I think I could have won. So, no, he did the right thing. If I was a kid and I had a chance of winning a NAC, I would have done the same thing, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's a move, and I don't look at him badly for that. But I mean, I like to duke it out. So time runs out.
Good result.
Thanks.
Congrats. Happy New Year. Kill it in Paris.
Thanks very much.